So today I'm here to talk about the single craziest story I think I've ever heard. It was a customer who happened to get on right after I had had a car accident in Stockton, which is a whole separate video. But I was talking on the phone with the Stockton police, and right before I picked him up, and so I asked the police, "Is it okay if I call you back? Because if not, I'm sure my customer will understand." And the police was telling me no, just talk to us now. And I said, okay. Once the customer got in, I was like, okay, sorry, police. And just proceeded to finish our conversation with the police, which probably was like maybe 5 minutes. And then once I got off the phone with the police, the gentleman, I think we started talking about, times we had to interact with the police. And he told me about his road trip to Mississippi, or to the south. I'm sure he had gone a few other places in the south. I'm blanking on where they were, but when they got to Mississippi, they had a whole experience. So first of all, they went to go visit, I think, the Civil Rights Museum somewhere where they were right next to the state capitol building. And so after they did whatever they were going to do, they came and found their car had gotten broken into. And when they did, they called the police, and the police's response was, "Oh, why don't you have a gun with you?" And when they asked what the police meant, the police were saying, I'm sorry, no. The police said, "It's a super dangerous neighborhood. Nobody should be here without a gun." Which the guy's response was, "How can it be that dangerous when the state legislature building is right there? All these government officials work here. You're telling me the government officials are unsafe every single day they go to work?" That seems kind of hard to believe, which I agree with. But that's not all. This happened, one of the first days they were here, but Saturday they go out and about, do whatever they were going to do. They haven't checked into their hotel yet, so they have had everything that they're traveling with in the trunk. So they come back from their outing, find the car has been broken into, the window smashed, and everything is gone. Absolutely everything they own, except the clothes on their back, the wallets in their pocket, and the cell phones in their pocket. Everything else gone. They obviously called the police about it, but the police, just do whatever minimum. There's not too much, because it's not a serious crime that they're going to be doing. And like I said, they hadn't checked into their hotel yet, so my passenger sits right next to the broken window, and two other guys sit in the other seats of the car, or maybe it was a van for the amount of people it was going to be. Anyway, my customer is just sitting there upset after his car was broken into, of course, understandably. And some random guy just walks up to him at the broken window and says, "Do you want to buy some drugs?" And which my customer is like, my friends were like scared, but I had it, and I just told him, "No, I did not want to buy some drugs. Get out of here." Which happily the guy did leave. But that's not the end of their troubles. The next day, maybe they didn't get connected to the internet until a certain point, because one of the persons had an Apple laptop, and the Apple laptop was trackable. Apple has a system in place. So because of that, they tracked the laptop, and then they contacted the police and said, "Hey, look, we tracked the laptop. Here's a location where you can find the laptop." The police say, "It's Sunday. Police don't work on the Sunday." And they were not able to get any help. Unfortunately, they were, of course, going to try again the next day, and they did. And when they did, unfortunately, the cops told them, "Oh yeah, that location, we totally know where that is. It's a notorious criminal pawn shop. Your laptop is long gone." So it's like, what? If you had actually been able to do your job on Sunday, I might have my laptop back. So of course they're upset, and I was in disbelief, telling my customer, "So do you mean if there's like a murder or a rape, the police aren't going to come because it's a Sunday?" It seems crazy. You're like, I don't know what the logic is if they only they only have police for like emergencies there. But yeah, the next thing he told me was that, I should have known that Mississippi was not going to be the place for me, and I asked why, and he says that when they got to the town, they went to one of those welcome centers that a lot of tourist states have, and one of the people who saw he and his friends there told his little kid, who looked about 10 years old, don't talk to the dykes. Which my customer is like, we weren't dressed that crazy. It's just not conservative enough for that guy, apparently. Oh my God. So that story was like amazing to hear. Like, I couldn't believe that somebody could have so much bad luck. I told the customer, like, you are a big advertisement to never ever go to Mississippi. And yeah, I don't think I ever will after hearing that story. Oh, and I was gonna comment, like I said, I was on the phone with the police, and I had left things at, let me call Hertz and talk to them, and then I will contact you back after that conversation. So I actually drove for a little bit, just thinking about what I had just heard, and the police called me back and were like, hey, were you able to contact Hertz? And I was like, oh no, I'm sorry, I totally forgot. And it's like, my mind was blown by this story. I couldn't believe it. And well, now you can decide if you believe it or not yourself. But single craziest, like one story involving so many incidents that I've heard. So, all right, thanks for watching. Have a good day.